Why has the sub dropped in recent months? If I choose 2 sports models over a full gold piece, totally nonsense, not too sure where you've heard this from. Which Rolex has dropped the most in price? Whether the watch is going to go up or down in value? How much value do stickers add? The easiest way to answer that question would probably be to open the watch. Okay guys, so today we're answering some of your comments left on our YouTube channel over the last few weeks. We're going to start off with Ben Lee, 8697. He asks, would you rather have 2 more hyped steel sports pieces or a full gold sports model? For example, a Starbucks or a Pepsi on Jubilee, or just one watch being a full gold, yellow gold Submariner, bluesy. For me personally, I would prefer to have 2. So I would probably go with maybe the GMT, but the Batman, and also the Starbucks. Personally, I like to wear a watch every day. If I choose 2 sports models over a full gold piece, just gives me more options. And yeah, like I say, I like to wear a watch every day. So I would personally go with that. I would choose 2 sports models over a full gold piece. But I do also see the benefits of somebody choosing a full gold over the 2 sports. Potentially whatever they do on the day-to-day life doesn't allow them to wear a watch, but they are interested in watches, you know, and they do have a passion for watches, and maybe it's more of a special occasion when they're going to wear the watch. Maybe it's you know, a family event or on holiday, or you know, out with the partners. Swings and roundabouts, but personally I would prefer to have the 2 pieces. Moving on to DG2030, he asks, I've heard once you sell a Patek on the grey market, you get blacklisted instantly because the new owner needs to call Patek to register the watch for the warranty. Can you confirm, guys, or clarify this? Totally nonsense, not too sure where you've heard this from, but that's not the case. The warranty stays with the watch. Obviously, if you are selling a brand new Patek, you do have to be careful, because if the AD does find out that you have sold the watch for whatever reason, it's not very likely you're going to be offered something again in the future. So yeah, so use a reputable dealer, somebody who looks after your interest. If you're selling to us, the most important thing is the interest of the seller, to protect that seller. With our business, majority of our purchases come from private individuals, so for us to keep that relationship with their ADs is very important. We will never sell an unworn watch to another dealer, so we have no control of where that watch then goes to. So for us, it's very important to protect that identity of the client moving forward. So to answer that question, that's definitely not the case, but you do have to put some steps in place if you are looking to sell definitely an unworn watch. Moving on, at Rich Mitch, he asks, could I come in store and try on a couple of Rolexes to see which size I prefer? I've got an 8-inch wrist, but I prefer a slightly smaller dial. Definitely, Rich Mitch, that's exactly what we're here for. That's why we carry so many pieces in inventory and stock at any one time. So most definitely, and that stands for all of you guys out there, if you are interested in buying a watch now or in the future, but you're unsure about the size, the model, the dial color, please, we invite everybody into our business to come and try on a selection of watches which they may be interested in, and give the best advice possible. Even if your intention is to purchase further down the line, but you just want to have an idea for the watch that you may be looking to buy in the future, please come down, book an appointment and come and see us. Definitely, to answer that question, come down and try on as many pieces and spend as long as you want in our store. You're more than welcome. Which Rolex has dropped the most in price? Well, it's probably a lot of the big hitters. Off the top of my head, I'm gonna go with something like the Platinum Daytona. I'm gonna go with the yellow gold green dial John Mayer Daytona. I'm gonna go with the Day-Date olive rose gold, similar to the white gold with the green dial. Percentage wise, that is, guys. If we're talking amount, it's probably gonna be the gem set pieces, potentially gem set Day-Dates, factory bezel styles, that sort of scenario, and also potentially gem set Daytonas. Okay guys, so moving on to the next question. This is from HSB NSSE. He asks, I have a 126622, which is the Yacht-Master. He has a blue dial, 2022. Do you reckon I should hold on to it or sell it? In my opinion, if you're asking is the watch going to drastically reduce in price in the coming months, I would say definitely not. So yeah, if you have no need to sell, you're enjoying the watch, you like the watch, keep it. If you maybe have a niche for something else, potentially part exchange it. But if the question is based more around whether the watch is going to go up or down in value, I think it's going to be similar. And personally, I prefer to have the watch than have the money in the bank and enjoy the watch. Moving on to Ian Manfrin, 1003. He asks, I have a fully stickered non-date Submariner 2021 41mm. How much value do stickers add? So he's talking about the sub non-date, the 41mm version. He has a 2021 piece. How much value does it add? So if we're talking in today's market, if he was looking to sell it today, having a brand new watch, non-stickered, to a watch which is stickered, being a 2021 piece, I would say ballpark figure, the value attached to having that watch stickered would be around £500. But if he was to hold on to the watch for 5, 10, 15 more years, the longer he holds the watch, the more value would be attached to having that watch fully stickered, unworn, untouched. But if he was selling it today, I would probably say around £500. Moving on to Crypto Bond 8650. General question regarding sealed, double sealed watches. How do dealers authenticate and test those watches before selling them on? Okay, so I believe he's going to be talking probably regarding Patek. The easiest way to answer that question would probably be to open the watch. Okay, to fully confirm that everything is correct and above board. But you're not going to do that because the uplift in the value is in the watch because of its state being sealed or double sealed. So things that you can do. So first of all, it will be the tests before we purchase, not before we sell. If we're gonna, as a business, put our own capital into a product, we're gonna make sure everything's correct and above board. If we're buying from a private client, if it's somebody that we have a relationship with, which makes it a plus point. If the client has the original purchase receipt, that also makes it a plus point. The serial number on the papers will also match the serial number on the box, okay? So there's a third plus point. In all of the years I have been buying and selling watches, I've never heard or come across a counterfeit watch being placed inside a sealed or double sealed box. If I was buying from a dealer, it would always be somebody that I trust and I've done business with before. So for whatever reason, in the small percentage that there was an issue, I could always go back to that dealer with the problem. And the same if you were purchasing the watch from us. If there was, for whatever reason, an issue further down the line, we're always here to rectify that problem. Why has the sub dropped in recent months? I would appreciate your insight. Okay, so if you're talking precious metal, yes, it has dropped in recent months, but also all of the precious metal Rolex models have across the board. With regards to the steel Submariners, dates and non-dates, the price has been pretty firm, and it's something that we sell a lot of here at Watch Trader. With regards to the steel and gold models, the blue and the black, the prices have come down slightly, but not so much. It's something that you can purchase if you're looking brand new. The blue slightly over RRP, the black maybe slightly over also, but pre-owned models can be found for underneath RRP. Moving on to Neil Griffin's 1503. He asks, quick question for everyone out there. I was offered £11,430 for my 126613 LB bluesy by Watchfinder. I turned them down flat. Was I right to do this? What do you guys think? My bottom line is 14 to 14.5. Am I being realistic to be looking for this? Okay, so I think this is something that Neil's put in our comments, asking for opinions from you guys. If you've answered him and given him your opinion, thanks very much, and hopefully you've helped him out. I'm gonna now give him my opinion. First of all, it would all depend if he's talking about a pre-owned, an older watch, or a brand new 2023 watch. The offer of 11,450, if it's an unworn watch, is, in my opinion, a low offer. If he's looking for 14 to 14.5, that is also probably something which is unrealistic in the current market. For him to be selling it to a business a grey market business where they're expected to sell the watch on for a profit. For a watch like that, if it's a brand new 2023, the grey market price for somebody like us purchasing that watch is going to be between 13 and 13.5. Moving on to Kylan, 6742. He asks, I got offered a white dial, smooth bezel, Jubilee, Datejust 41. They also had a motif blue, fluted bezel with oyster bracelet. Which one? Well, it would be, to answer that question, it would be whatever your personal preference is. But for me, it would be the blue motif, fluted bezel with the oyster bracelet. First of all, I prefer that watch, the look and the dial choice. And second of all, that one is a lot more sought after in the grey market over the white dial with the Jubilee and the smooth bezel. So yeah, personal preference would be the blue motif, but once again, it's your choice. Whatever your personal preference is, go with that one. But the resale value would be the blue motif. So that about wraps up the questions for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and also consider subscribing. We're always keen to hear your comments and look out for another video like this in the near future. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.